Well, we are starting. Are we live? May seem so. Hopefully, I am live. Otherwise, this fucking broadcast will be useless. Ugh. Nope, I'm live. Figured that out much. But, yeah. Welcome, everyone, to an all-new series that I'm going to be start doing. Like, first is going to be on
Silver
Twitch.
Freddy YouTube Gaming is now live streaming.
Like, I will have this on Twitch first. You know, just to give a Twitch a little taste of what's to come onto my YouTube channel, and then I'll like show that like the whole podcast as a VOD and basically put it into my YouTube channel, so that way people will start to like say, "Hey, I'm gonna start tuning in into the series that I'm start doing probably weekly." Probably next Saturday, I will start doing another podcast just to sit down and talk, playing zombies. It doesn't matter which kind of zombies, it just matters that I'm playing any kind of zombie game. So, we can play any other map and we'll just let the conversation flow. But, given the point that I played basically everything, well, how about we start from the beginning? And so let's just roll with it. But I have heard that Jonathan Majors is fired again. And he's not playing as Kang anymore. Which kind of sucks because I was really hoping for Kang the Conqueror to be more fledged out as a character. Because he was like hinted and teased. And, you know, I would, be grateful to actually see him as a character. But we'll never get the chance that character. And Avengers Kang Dynasty is actually changed to a different, all new title. And we don't know what that title will be. And I don't know if it's going to be a multiversal film. Which kind of sucks because, I was really hoping for more multiverse characters. Hold on, let's turn this down a little bit. Turn that down to 5. But, yeah, I was expecting Marvel to do more of a multiversal film because they have Deadpool 3 on its way. And once it's on its way, that means, hey, maybe we actually see like some multiverse side effects because we see the TVA. And if no one knows the TVA, go watch Loki, or in Loki season 1 and season 2, and you'd be much thoroughly explained about who the TVA is. And I think the TVA is on Werewolf by Night, I believe. And yeah, and then the whole Sony and Spider-Man drama with the MCU, which is kind of nuts to think about, because they were trying to rework, Spider-Man 4 and trying to make it, agreed on both parts, which is stupid to be honest. I just kind of find it how the whole Spider-Man thing is stupid to me because it feels like a fucking joke at this point. Because the whole Madam Web movie, it was a flop. I felt like it was a flop. It done a lot better than Morbius than I fucking expected to be, but people are saying that Morbius is actually a good movie than that shit, which is kind of fucking crazy to, hear. Because I watched Morbius, and let me just say that visually, it looked nice. Like all the colors coming off of, what's his face? Morbius. I can't remember the fucking Jared Leto. Yeah. I had to, like, remember Suicide Squad just to remember his ass. But, Jared Leto and his performance as Morbius, I mean, it's a new take on his performance, but thing is, though, the whole film and the whole direction it went for it to be like, oh, he's an anti-hero, or, he's going to be not a villain. He's not going to be a Spider-Man villain. He's just going to be an anti-hero. And they're making that for Craven as well, and for Venom. Venom I can get. Venom I can completely agree upon, because Venom has been an anti-hero in the comics before, so I get that playing card. But for Morbius and Craven, those are fucking killers. It's like saying that fucking the Punisher is an anti-hero, and he is. I'm just saying that fucking Captain America becomes an anti-hero, like, or Spider-Man, or some other hero that doesn't kill, or Batman. It's kind of dumb how you think about it. I am not getting that, but it's, I don't know where the conversation was going. Well, that was so much for this podcast, but fucking, I just really hope the MCU goes to a bright place than it's going right now, because where it's heading right now, it's heading to a bankruptcy, or maybe all-time low with its films. Like, I'm all down for with the whole X-Men 98 series again. Like, I love X-Men 98 series. I watched it before The Incredible Hulk 98. I think it was 98 or 1999, I believe. It was like in the 90s. Like, I was watching the Incredible Hulk series that was in the 90s before, I think, the X-Men. Or did I watch it before? Yeah, I watched the X-Men before the Incredible Hulk, but like, it was a good show, and everyone's complaining about, like, was it Rogue, I believe. Like, people are saying that her cheeks are deflated. Like, they just took away her ass from the, from the original, and they just kind of deflated a little bit, and then, everyone's kind of complaining about that. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's Disney of all things, so they are not going to make a 98 series fucking rated R or some shit. I mean, they have to. I mean, there's fucking Deadpool on his way. Like, you have to show a little blood and more cursing, and to get into the cinematic universe. Can't let kids watch it. I mean, sir, kids can, like, dream about their heroes like Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, but it doesn't mean for, like, other heroes like Deadpool, Punisher, like other heroes that kills. I wouldn't call the Deadpool or Punisher heroes. They're more like anti-heroes, like I previously said. But they deserve a lot more spotlight than they did before. And for Deadpool, calling him a messiah, and whatnot, it kind of threw me a little bit off. I mean, yeah, everyone's saying that my Deadpool 3 might actually be like a save for the MCU. But what comes next after that? Probably another flop of a Marvel movie. It could be. And Captain America: The Brave New World, that Marvel movie, I heard so much about it. Like, the leader was gonna be making an appearance from the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. Apparently, he's gonna be coming back, and then Mark Ruffalo is gonna be coming back as the Professor Hulk. And then you got Thunderbolt Ross, which, the previous actor died, but now someone, I think Harrison Ford is playing him. And everyone's saying that, well, like, leaks been saying that there's going to be Red Hulk inside of Captain America and the Brave New World. And, there's Thunderbolts movie on its way. So, I mean, it's highly likely that we might actually see that Red Hulk either in Captain America: The Brave World or the Thunderbolts. I mean, I would love to see a Red Hulk. Just don't make him corny as the fucking Prestige Hulk, like the fucking Professor Hulk. Because if you make him corny like Professor Hulk was in the Avengers Endgame and She-Hulk series, then I'm not gonna watch, Captain America: The Brave New World. Because it's just dumb to make a Hulk not scary and, make him view as a monster. He is a monster. But you guys see, like, monsters can be good if they are doing a lot of redeeming acts. Like Hulk, if he was viewed as a monster and people are scared of him or like fear him, and they're like about to get hit by a train or something, that the Hulk would just jump right in front of that train in order to save that person that they feared of the Hulk, and they just didn't realize a monster would save them. And that's just the epitome of it, And I actually, would love to see, the Hulk to come back. Not Professor Hulk, no. Dear God, no. I would love to see a Savage Hulk be on his feet again. Pissed than ever. And try to create more destruction than he previous have made in Avengers of Age of Ultron. Because honestly, I mean, it was cool that Mark Ruffalo going full on Savage in that film and to fight the Hulkbuster. I thought that scene was pretty fucking lit. Because every Hulk fan out there was dying to see that fight of Hulk and the Hulkbuster Iron Man just fighting it out. And, we thought, hey, maybe, we might actually see who's the winner, like Iron Man or Hulk. And, Iron Man did win because, Hulk was like super pissed. Not super pissed to the point where he's gonna break the fucking world. No, you have to kill his family for that. Like, in the World Breaker comics, the Hulk had, got into a place to call it a car, and once he got to that place, he was enslaved. So were other warriors in that place, and once they got into that place, they had to fight for the Red King in order to, survive in the Gladiator or whatnot, for entertainment purposes. Hulk didn't like it, so the Hulk, basically want to try and smash his way to the Red King. Some complications on the way, and then, Hulk kind of faked a little bit of his death, and then the Red King was like, oh, he's dead. Oh, but the Hulk was, fooled him because apparently the Hulk was smart to fake his own death. Because I never thought the Hulk could be doing that shit. But if he would have done that shit in, Avengers Infinity War, then he would have whooped Thanos' ass from the very beginning. Okay? And, people are still a little mad, and I'm still a little mad about it, too, that we never gotten a Professor Hulk rematch with, Thanos. But I know, for his damaged arm, it wouldn't do him any good because, he would still get his ass whooped again. But for his wound not to heal as properly as it did in the comics, and for him in the She-Hulk series just fucking straight up said, "Oh yeah, Jen, I used your blood that was gamma poisoned, and I just, inject it, into myself in order to, heal my arm." You know how dumb that sounds? It's just basically saying the Hulk is more weaker than any hero. Making the Hulk the puny version of the Hulk. And, and you're making, She-Hulk the strongest one there is. But apparently, y'all don't, I guess Marvel don't even know their own fucking comics. I mean, sure, they got, Secret Wars in the Deadpool trailer. But, I don't think they will go into the fucking comics itself. They will make it comic accurate. I mean, they make suits comic accurate. Can they make stories comic accurate? No. No. The only thing I feel like one movie was feeling like it's, comic accurate was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Stan Lee even said that this man was Spider-Man. And, he said that with all the Spider-Man that he met, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. But Tobey put all for it into, his Spider-Man. So did, Andrew Garfield and, Tom Holland. But, for Tom Holland's, 2 films, Homecoming and Far From Home, those 2 didn't really sold me because it's all about Iron Man. In this shadow of Iron Man. But in, No Way Home, that's his peak of hey, I'm not, Iron Man Jr. anymore. I'm basically gonna be, my own kind of character. And that's great. We fucking love that. We want more of that. We want more Spider-Man that is not influenced by Tony Stark. Because it's just kind of dumb. Sure, Spider-Man would love to see Tony Stark and meet him, but the thing is, though, he's not a fucking fanboy of Tony Stark. He's not an obsessed #1 fanboy over Tony Stark. Sure, he might be a teenager, and, teenagers have dreams of meeting their idols and all that, but fucking you just gotta have to realize that that the whole Tony and Peter thing, it was kind of dumb. But I get it. They wanted Tony to feel like he lost a son. in Avengers Endgame, and he's trying to bring him back when he got snapped away. So I kind of get that personal level for him to like, hey, I'm gonna build this time machine, and then he sacrificed himself for his wife, for everyone, and for the world. And that's the ultimate sacrifice that Tony Stark to pray. And for Kang the Conqueror, I thought it would be like interesting for his character because you know what's it called, the Marvel's What If series. You see all these episodes of all these Tony Starks dying except for one, and that was like him being in Sakaar. Like you see all these damn Tony Starks dying, and even in the Avengers Endgame dying, like in the main timeline, and everyone was speculating. Well, some people were speculating about like about maybe Kang the Conqueror's all behind this. Like he's like pushing the road of Tony Stark to die over and over because he knows that Tony Stark would overbeat him because Tony Stark knows. Well, Tony Stark can basically beat Kang because he done it before in the comics, I believe, and he done it in the cartoon shows. They're basically kind of like rivals, basically yin and yang type shit. And I feel like maybe, I don't know, like I'm going all like too deep onto this. But thing is though, I think Kang deserved to be the multiversal villain, and for the whole Jonathan Majors shit, it fucking sucks. Because, it's just like I wish this man was left alone and let his fucking filming career still go, so I could see his full-on character into the King Dynasty and whatnot. Like I want to see that. I really do. And for it to like, for Marvel and Disney to fire him and he's not gonna be playing Kang anymore, fucking sucks hard. Like, I want to see Kang, not the Quantumania Kang that we fucking got. That was just kind of like pitiful. He shouldn't even be a villain in Ant-Man Quantumania. He should be teased at the end of the film. He should have been teased, like a little teaser. Like, he should have been like one of those fucking teasers that they fucking shown in Avengers, like in the first Avengers film, where fucking Thanos, was there and he was like getting up of his fucking chair and then, starting to grin happily because, he heard about the stones and the death and all this other shit. So they could have done something like that, but no, they had to like, no, let's put him as the villain for the movie, and make you have a little sad story for him, to sympathize for him, of why he's like the bad guy. And then there you go, you got Kang the Conqueror. No, Kang is supposed to be a ruler and a conqueror. And at the end of the movie, he did show that he was a conqueror, and he was beating the fuck out of Ant-Man. But thing is though, you have to make a character. If you're trying to make a character badder and bigger and badder than Thanos himself, you have to develop that character throughout movies and cinematics. Like, sure, Loki kind of like, pushed that character onwards, basically. saying, yeah, Kang is coming. He's going to be on his way. And he's going to bring his whole entire variant army. But we want to know who will be the true Kang the Conqueror. You know? Like, who was the Kang the Conqueror in the MCU? Like, was it the Quantumania that was in the MCU? Or was it just a different universe kind of Kang and he got exiled from the Council of Kangs? Like, who knows? Like, we will never get that type of, explanation. They just basically move it aside and, say that Kang was like a side villain. And you could just say that Loki defeated Kang by just conquering time itself and having the TVA, erase all Kang variants. I mean, that could have happened. They can actually say that. You know what I mean? They can actually just roll with that, and then, I mean, that's probably what the whole headline for Deadpool 3 is. Just basically removing all Kang variants. Like, have someone that has a look-alike of Jonathan Majors, and then fucking kill all the Kangs. And for who to be the biggest bad villain for a multiversal villain, like who would be a multiverse villain? I think it would be Doctor Doom. Like a fucking powerful, pissed Doctor Doom. Like, I honestly think that Doctor Doom would set the bill for a multiversal villain. Like, he gotten so much powerful, and he was like, yeah, I'm hungry for more. I'm hungry for like worlds I can conquer and kill and dominate or whatnot. And let him like be that villain. And I could see that happen. Maybe it could be like the God of Emperor Doom, where he just dress up in a white robe and has that golden mask. Like, that's more like a badass type of villain to bring in. That God of Empire Doom. I think that's kind of character they'd call. But other than Marvel, I have been watching an anime series called Death Note. I haven't watched it, but I started watching it about like 2 days ago, and let me just tell you, it is fucking crazy. Like, I have watched the movie before I did even watch the anime, and the movie kind of just, didn't make sense at all. But the anime itself was like, what the fuck? It was like a fucking left turn and right turn, but it wasn't those, soft turns. No, it was like a rough ass turns that someone just pulled. Like, there's a lot of good twists into that show itself, and honestly, I cannot wait to watch more of it. And I have finished Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, I believe. So, I'm on my way for the next season or wherever they had got planned for Jujutsu Kaisen. But other than that, yeah, I just think Death Note was fucking crazy. Cause like the main character, Light, basically calling him like a god of death, or God himself or whatnot. I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, this man is claiming to be God, and he's just writing people's names off a fucking notebook. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about, like, the given circumstances that could have, like, might actually happen, but it never really is, like, a type of thing that could actually exist. Like, if Death Note were to exist, and, you know, if that notebook falls into anyone's hands, then that shit would have fucking be chaos on Earth. Because everyone will be, you know, questioning and wondering what the cause of deaths were. Police and FBI and all the federal government aside, they'll be fucking terrified of what's, you know, really going on. Like, someone has that power to possess that shit, to, to just tell what you fucking die from, either from a heart attack or getting a car crash or be mauled by a bear. Like, it's crazy. And honestly, I just kind of fucking think that Death Note itself was just a nuts show. It's a very nuts show. Like, it is just like off the walls, kind of crazy. And you know, I like that kind of crazy. It was like I'm invested in watching more of it because, you know, I do need to watch more shows to get caught up on some of the shows that most people talk about nowadays. But fucking damn, man. Like, and for in My Hero Academia, if people are interested in, you know, not to be spoiled by My Hero Academia, you can click off, or, you know, don't want to tune in to the podcast, but I'm going to be talking a lot about My Hero Academia, especially for its fourth movie. That's probably going to be a spoiler one. I don't even know who the villain is or anything like that, or the plot. I'm just guessing as I can go. But I think that, you know, we might actually get an All Might Hush villain. Basically, like, you know, Batman Hush. Like, you know, not like, not like how, you know, that movie showed that, you know, it's basically the Riddler or whatnot. Basically, it's like Batman fighting Hush, character that basically can just cut off pieces of people and just resemble of who he can be. And he chose to be Bruce Wayne. And I don't think he knows that he was Batman, but I don't know. But I think that character in the My Hero Academia season, well, not season, this fourth movie, he's gonna be a All Might clone. Not a clone, but basically just replicate his entire face and hair and everything about All Might to just be him. But gonna be more like a villain. And I'm kind of like stoked about it, you know, an All Might, you know, impersonator that's gonna be a villain. Like, that'll be fucking wicked as shit. Cause honestly, I'm fucking stoked for the movie. And honestly, I want to see season 7 and see how it all plays out. Well, I already know how it all plays out in the manga, but for the fourth movie, I don't know what the fourth movie would do. Like, will it tie in like a season 7 that say, hey, all the movies are confirmed? Because they need to make season 7 make it seem like it confirmed. So is that in the manga too. because the whole Bakugo and Deku, merging one for all into one another. But Bakugo had it temporary, and but Deku didn't realize it was only temporary that that Bakugo used one for all, and it just came back to him. So maybe, in the manga, I'm gonna go to spoiler free right now if y'all don't want to listen to it, because I already seen like spoilers and all this other shit about it, about Deku fighting Shigaraki, and they have to fight Shigaraki from the inside to get his vestige out. I think it was Toya. No, I can't remember his fucking name. But it's the Shigaraki vestige that that Nana, I believe that's her name. Is trying to get that young boy before he became Shigaraki out. Before he got influenced by All For One. And it's kind of crazy for that. They're trying to put all of One For All vestiges inside of Shigaraki to break that wall, to make sure that they can save that boy inside of Shigaraki. And they're going to try to save Shigaraki, but not killing him, but just saving him. And that's the coolest thing about My Hero Academia. Like, you have some of these heroes, like Hawks and, other heroes that will kill a villain or end their life, like All Might fucking did with All For One, because, All For One basically wants to kill the whole entire world and all, but fucking, it was point clear that, Shigaraki just does it for fun. He doesn't care about, destruction like how All For One is. He just basically loves destruction. He loves the basic fun of it. But Deku, he was like, saying that he saw a little boy inside of Shigaraki crying, and he wants to save him. He wants to save that little boy that's inside of Shigaraki himself. Because he knows that Shigaraki's like in there, like his, child form that's, in the rumble of that fucking crashed building or destruction building, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they're just putting all of like Deku's One For All vestiges, his like, quirks like Black Whip, Gear Shift, Float, fucking Danger Sense, Smoke, like all those vestiges that's inside of Deku. He's going to transfer them all into Shigaraki one by one. So that way they all can fight inside of Shigaraki. And will Deku be quirkless? Yeah, I think he might. He might actually be quirkless for maybe a little bit, maybe the whole entire show. I don't know. I mean, it kind of sucks for, Deku just to give up the power that he, All Might gave to him. I mean, he did say Deku did say in the beginning of the series that this is how he became the #1 hero. Or the world's greatest hero of all. Bigger than All Might, bigger than anybody. He's going to be on the very top. But, I mean, I'm just hoping once they do save Shigaraki, I hope maybe Shigaraki will return the power to Deku, so that way he will keep the power. But I don't think it will be that simple. I think, they'll just probably make Shigaraki explode or whatnot. Like, for him to have all that power and, and Deku is going to be left quirkless, I think Deku either going to be killed or some shit. Like, it could be either or. Like, Shigaraki is not going to stand for Deku just to, you know, give him all that power. Because he knows he's up to something. He knows that he's up to something. And he's going to figure out what, and then he's going to stop him. Which is going to be crazy to me. Because it'd be fucking wild to see Shigaraki beat the upper hand of things. But as for All For One, he died. Yeah. I'm not gonna say how or who did it. Ooh, that is fucking good. But I'm not gonna say how or who did it, but fucking, I mean, it was like a big villain and whatnot, but I wasn't really expecting that for how he fucking bite the dust. Like, I was expecting maybe, you know, someone else gonna fucking fight him, maybe Deku or someone. But, or maybe All Might, because, you know, maybe All Might would got an upper hand on him. Like, who knows? But, you know, he bite the dust, so, you know, rest in peace, All For One. You were a badass character, and then you basically got written off in the fucking Death Note. Oh, shit. Like, my man literally had, like, a goal and to destroy the world in order for him to fucking fail. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about that. But, also, like I did say this before in one of my previous live streams, that, I will be getting Helldivers 2 and at the Outlast Trials. Because I cannot wait to play those games. Well, I can wait to play, you know, the Outlast Trials because it hasn't come out yet. But as for the Helldivers 2, I cannot wait to play that game. I'll try to stream it, play it, but I'll be streaming that on YouTube. So that way, we got a game to play. Damn, it looks like I even have Power Vacuum on. But, as for the Black Ops side of things, like, the new Black Ops game, I have mixed opinions about it. You know, one side of me is like, you know, I'm excited for it. Yeah, new zombies, love it, and all. But and the other side is like, if it's gonna be rushed, it's gonna be like basically like how Modern Warfare 3 Zombies is not like gonna be like an outbreak type of mode and it's gonna be a big ass map or whatnot. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it's gonna be rushed. It's not gonna have a 4-year development cycle. It's probably gonna have a 2-year development cycle. Because Treyarch has to work on another game, which is Black Ops 2025, which is Black Ops 2, the sequel. And I can feel that game could be having Transit as a remake, or, you know, having Zombie Chronicles 2, which is, you know, Mob of the Dead, Transit, Nuketown 2025, fucking all of those zombies maps that we have in Black Ops 2 be transported into the new Call of Duty Black Ops game, which is 2025, which is next year. Like, I'll be super stoked about that. I just hope that the transit map they make doesn't have fog, doesn't have lava, doesn't have denizens. If it doesn't have those three fucking things, then I'm good. Okay? I'll be good. I just hope those three fucking things are not in that fucking map. And if they are, I'm going to hate it. Like, I'm going to hate that fucking map with all of my fiber being. Like, the bus, like, transporting you to location to location, it's like, you know, basically like a one-way strat for you to, like, go to places. But, you know, people have, like, stamina up and, you know, juggernog and all these other perks to get you by through the fog and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. You just go through the fucking fog and, you know, go through wherever you need to get what you need to get by. But if they are going to make a Transit remake, they have to make that map a little bit more bigger than they have, you know, previously made. I mean, they got the technology to make a bigger map. They do. They can make sad excuses that they couldn't. Like, even if they got deadline or rushed, yeah, I could believe that. You know, they can't, you know, show that off, like show transit off, because there was supposed to be another route B, on transit. Like, I heard about the secret route, and you know, it's supposed to be like one of those routes that you will see like when you complete the Easter egg and whatnot. But it wasn't there. It wasn't there in launch. Like, for a whole new area when you complete the new Easter egg or some shit like that, it's mind-boggling what could have been. Like, it kind of fucking sucks for a zombies like map like that not to have another area to it. I mean, sure, it doesn't have much, you know, good technology from the time, and didn't really support a bigger map length, which, you know, was fine because, you know, it was the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 type of days. Like, if things were too big of a map and, you know, too big of a gigabyte size, then you know it's gonna crash. Easily gonna crash. And I heard that Xbox 360, well, Xbox, you know, itself basically made Black Ops 2 updated. Yeah, so the update was basically updating the theater mode and the what's it called, the emblem editor. They basically, you know, saved those two things and, you know, basically made them, you know, working better than they were used to. But the ones that, the way how they, you know, were broken in the first place is because, you know, there was like infections or whatnot or some shit like that. Not like one of those, you know, game modes that you be infected. No. It's gonna be like one of those glitches. Like, once you like encounter this fucking theater or whatever the fuck clip that you see, then it will like basically fucking throw you off the map, or, you know, hack your account or whatnot. It's basically like that. So it's basically, you know, kind of fixed, but you'll still see like a few of them here and there. So, I mean, hey, I mean, I'm glad they fixed theater mode. I just wish they fucking hoped to fix the fucking Xbox 360 side of things, like when you're trying to play on backwards compatible. Like, if you try to play on backwards compatible and you try to play, you know, online, they'll basically, you know, sign you off, say, hey, you need to like sign in, and like, and then when I sign in it tells me that I have to uninstall the game and install it back again and try again. So I did it, and it told me the same fucking thing again. So I got pissed, and I just fucking gave up on it. That's how Xbox fucking fixed the fucking problem. Because I do love the old gen games like Black Ops 2, Gears of War 3. Like, it was the golden age of fucking gaming. Like, for gaming to fall off, I feel like gaming has fallen off. I wouldn't say Spider-Man fell off because Spider-Man, those games were for Sony's Spider-Man games like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2. Those games were fucking great. I love those games. In fact, I saw the new costumes they're making for the game developers that are working with them, and they want us to do a charity for the developers that's to be working with Insomniac Games, to welcome them, to basically help them out when they're working alongside with Insomniac Games. And I will support them because Insomniac Games, I trust them. Okay, they're not that greedy, and for the game, like for the price of the costumes, it's actually $4.99. So it's not really that expensive for both, like Peter Parker and Miles Morales suits. I mean, they're not clean as like some of the suits are in the game, but if it's to support them and with their team that they like bringing in, I would happily support them. I want them to make more games. I want them to make like the leaked Venom game that they were gonna make, or because I saw like a leaked footage of Wolverine, and that shit looks fucking nice. Like, I want to know who's the voice of Wolverine himself. Like, I want to know because I never heard his voice in the cutscenes or trailers. Well, leaked trailers, not like official trailers, but just leaked ones. And I would love to see who is voicing him. Is it Stephen Blum? I would love to see if it's Stephen Blum, the guy who voices Tank Dempsey in Call of Duty. He did voice Wolverine sometimes. I mean, man's a talented actor. I would love to see his performance in Wolverine again, but if he's not in the Wolverine game, then hey, it's fine by me. And if they're going to bring in Wolverine in this game, well, I mean it's his own game. Everyone's been hoping maybe we actually get to see the Hulk in there. May actually see like Hulk and Wolverine fighting one another. I mean that would have been badass, because in the comics Hulk and Wolverine did fight each other before, and everyone wants to see that either in the game or basically in the live action type of universe, like Hugh Jackman versus Mark Ruffalo Hulk, or any kind of Hulk really, because Hugh Jackman never fought the Hulk before. Like, I want to see his per take on the character to fight the Incredible Hulk. Either like from the 2008, like Edward Norton's Hulk, or it could be like Eric Bana's Hulk. Like, come on. And even Kevin Feige, the director of the MCU, he's been saying that these old Marvel films that been made, like Blade and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Eric Bana's the Hulk, all those are canon into the MCU. Hell, even Mickey Mouse could be canon to the MCU. Not really, but everything that's like old Marvel properties, Japanese Spider-Man, fucking anything, that is canon to the MCU. Because it's basically a multiversal thing that's going to be happening. And everything is canon within the MCU's, timeline. And hey, I mean, I'm all for it. I would love to see Eric Bana to come back as the Hulk, maybe, if he wants to come back. Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to come back as the Hulk. But he was a perfect Bruce Banner. I will say that right now. He is a perfect fucking Bruce Banner. That man can straight up talk out science out of his fucking ass. Like, that man knows how to talk about science, and I'm completely lost about it. Fucking Edward Norton, he's kind of alright as Bruce Banner. I mean, I do enjoy his Hulk, persona, like, how his Hulk character just basically just all bulky and muscly, look like he's on steroids, like, and he looks like a fucking beast. Like, that's the Hulk that I could have, like, see in the MCU instead of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. But they had to recast him from some other purposes that I don't know, that I don't really know about, because y'all don't really know what's behind the scenes of Marvel and Edward Norton. It's kind of crazy. Like, we could have had something with Edward Norton in the MCU. Like, have a Marvel Cinematic Universe with him. But then, like, fucking Mark Ruffalo just took his role. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna make it a fucking joke out of this character. Come on. I mean, I get it, young generations, they will get scared of the Hulk easily because, Mark Ruffalo did say that he took his kids to watch the first Avengers film. And he had a little daughter, right? Basically saying that, when she saw that, he became the Hulk, she, when she got done watching the film, she just basically just run up to him and just say, "Daddy, please don't become that green monster again." Like, come on. You have to explain it to her that, that you're just playing a fantasy character. You're not actually gonna turn into a fucking 8-foot green giant. I mean, sure, kids have imaginations, like, Santa Claus or whatnot. But sometimes you gotta say, hey, maybe Spider-Man is real. Don't say the fucking Hulk is real. You're gonna make them think that fucking the Hulk is gonna be coming at their house, just fucking knocking on a door, or just smash it through their house. Because you're just gonna make the kid ask questions about it. But yeah, I mean, fucking, it's kind of sad that we could have gotten a better Hulk version, but we gotten a comedy club version of him for Avengers Endgame, and so on. But yeah, I'm done talking about Marvel now, because Jesus, I'm super pissed off about Marvel, but it's whatever. But as for Fortnite, it's crazy that that we got because Disney did buy Epic Games, and for what purpose? Hell, I don't know. We're trying to make Fortnite a fucking platform. And that's what Fortnite's trying to do. They're trying to make their game a platform. Basically like Roblox. Or fucking... Well, I wouldn't say Minecraft. Minecraft, I don't think it's a platform, but, basically, they just trying to make Fortnite a fucking platform. You got one side that's Battle Royale, another side is Save the World, the other side is Fortnite Festival. You got the other side that's basically rocket racing, and yeah, and you got creative as well. You got all these choices, and Lego Fortnite. I cannot forget about Lego Fortnite. Like all those things that you have in your disposal just to play in Fortnite is crazy. Like it's honestly crazy for Fortnite to actually be that kind of level. Sure, it's gonna be the most talked about, most like controversial game sometimes. Not because of its emotes, the cosmetics, and its choices, and sometimes it's just basically everyone's gonna be like, this game is, a dead game. It's a dead game. It's ass. Like, it's gonna be that kind of controversial. People are gonna complain about the game nonstop. I don't judge or hate the game. I don't care about what they put into the game itself. I mean, I'm just hoping they just make the collabs good, basically. I don't want, because if they bring in One Piece and make Luffy look like a goofy ass fucking character that does not resemble his character in the show, then yeah, that'll be a wasted collab. But and for Demon Slayer and for other characters that they're gonna bring, I don't know who they're gonna bring next. Like for the next season, it's basically gonna be a Greek mythology type of season for next season. And I'm all for it. A Greek mythology season. I mean, I'm down for it. Like, have us the young version of Kratos to be the secret skin. It would make fucking sense. I mean, a Greek god in the secret skin as a young version of Kratos, and then, because, hey, if they have that thing in, they might actually tease, a God of War collection. Like, because people are saying that, God of War is probably gonna have like a remaster of the first game into the third game. Basically, gonna let you relive playing God of War from the first to the third game, and they're gonna remaster all those games and basically make them good graphics, better quality, and for you to stream it, and and make it HD and whatnot. So what better way to promote that than the Fortnite? I mean, Fortnite did promote God of War before, and that was like the 2018's God of War, I believe. Which is kind of, been 2018. They really haven't teased Kratos in the, item shop when God of War Ragnarok came out, because everyone was expecting Kratos to come back when God of War Ragnarok was about to be released, but it wasn't in the item shop when Kratos, or when the game come out. Like a set has come out, anything related to Kratos, nothing never came out. And everyone was kind of sad that we didn't get to see Kratos again with this Leviathan X, and everyone's just whoever the whoever the fucking people that has the Leviathan X, they would just have it out as a flex or whatnot. Because some people would do that in Fortnite, like in the Fortnite game right now, they will basically have what cosmetics you don't own and use it as the flex to make sure that you be like, oh no, I don't have it. No one cares. No one cares that you have a fucking cosmetic that some people don't have. You know, at one point at 2018, or maybe, or was it 2018 or was it 2019? I think it was either 2019 or 2020. I would give a shit about it. I would. I would give a shit about, you know, having the fucking emotes as exclusive and whatnot. And you know, I cared about that. But now when I like gotten a lot more mature right now about like like the contents of the game and whatnot, I just find it silly now. Like emotes and, you know, skins and just cosmetics in general. Basically just making them, you know, for them not to be back in the item shop for a while, and you're basically saying that, oh, they're exclusive, they're not gonna come back. They're gonna come back. Hell, if they come back, then I'm gonna applaud it. Okay, but I can't buy it again because I already have it. But the thing is, though, I ain't gonna fucking flex it. I mean, I would sure use the fucking emote if it's a good emote and no one has it and I'm using it. I'm not flexing. I just love the emote. I'm a fan of the emote, like fucking Hasbin Hotel's emote. Like, I enjoyed that emote because it has Alistair singing. And I'm for sure the voice actor from Black Griffin, that was the guy that voiced Alistair in the pilot of, you know, the show before he got recasted from a new actor. Like before that happened, he made the song of, you know, Insane. That's basically the song's name is Insane. And it was fucking amazing. The music, the partake in his voice, and just it was all like a like for me to listen on and on about, and you know, I could put that shit on repeat. It was a good entertaining song, and you know, for it to be controversial, like there's two reasons. One, some people did not like Has Been Hotel because of how, you know, it was talking about hell, basically demons and all this other shit, and fucking Lucifer and all this other shit, and you know, making Lucifer the good guy or whatnot, or when it's basically all over. But it's a fucking fictional series. It's basically not saying, hey, I'm gonna make the devil, you know, nice. You know, I don't believe that. You know, I personally don't believe that the devil is, you know, a good guy. I believe he's all types of bad. But for the series that just been made by one person, that's theirs. That's their creation or whatnot. That's their story to just push on forward. I am not going to criticize or judge about what they made. Like, even though I am a Christian and I don't believe in the show, like, oh, I'm gonna believe in this Lucifer Morningstar guy. Like, I'm gonna make sure that he's gonna be a good guy in my book. No, like, I do like the character and his personality and whatnot, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, the Lucifer that I know in the Bible, I'm gonna make him like, you know, a good guy as well. No, he's an all bad figure, and like, it's my belief. I will believe it till the day I die. And I'm not saying that hell is gonna be like basically like Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss. It's not gonna be like those. It's basically gonna be even much worse. But that's my religion, and you know, I'm not gonna, you know, force feed everyone the knowledge of the Bible and whatnot as everyone else's, choice to do that. But me, I have made my fair share of Christianity, and I had, doubts and had my fair share of beliefs in it, but yeah, it's just something I have to believe in because, I basically was in a spiral in my life, and when God, told me that, He would never leave by my side, like that He will always be there for me, I believed it. I believe He never left in my side. Like, He's always there for me. Even now, He's still going to be there for me. And I believe that Jesus is in there with me too, and I believe, the Holy Spirit will be there with me as well. And, I believe that will guide me to be a better person. And I will believe it. I'll believe it till the day I die. Because that's basically how Christianity works for me. Like, I'm gonna read the Bible, the King. Hold on, let me see what Bible I got. Because I got this Bible from my family member, Christmas. I got the Holy Bible King James Version. It is by Christian Art Publishers. It's because it got all like from Genesis to Revelation, and they got all this kind of things about Psalm, Chronicles. They got me a they got me a fucking a little bookmark. Yo, that's cool. I'm actually gonna be like invested into the Bible and read it whenever I have chances. Because God, the Lord, Holy Spirit is always first. It's always first and then last. Now I'll put them first and last. But that's me. But and other than that, as for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, I tried because it told me that it got updated today, or not up today, but yesterday. It got updated yesterday when I got done streaming Resident Evil 4, the mercenary shit. When I fucking got off of it and saw that it got updated on PlayStation, then I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna fucking see if it works. It still didn't work. The servers are still shit. Like it's just still basically don't let me play at all. And that kind of fucking blows because I wanted to play Suicide Squad to Kill the Justice League. Like, I want to play as either Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, or Boomerang. I mean, I would love to play as King Shark, I'd love to play as this character. And I love to play as, the Joker, even though he's kind of weird. Like, he's a weird fucking character. But, it's not, the Arkhamverse Batman type of Joker. It's just basically a multiverse type of Joker. Apparently, an Elseworld Joker. Basically just hopped into the universe of, the Arkhamverse. And doesn't know how to be a villain. I mean, I just find that kind of dumb. I would have thought, maybe Joker infected somebody as like how he infected people in the Arkham Knight series or the Arkham Knight game. Like how he just infected people with, the Joker toxin and whatnot. And for people to turn into his personality and whatnot. But he needed, the true vessel for Joker to portray as, Batman. But Batman overcome it and then, basically threw Joker into his, deep, dark thoughts. And, basically made, Joker just not exist anymore. Like, he moved on from the Joker. He want to fight the Scarecrow. But, I could have liked that kind of story. But, I don't know why everyone's hating on the game. I mean, look, besides the server issues, it looks like a fun game. It looks like an interesting game to play. But the thing that sucks the most is that I can't even play it because because I have server issues or whatnot. And I have to try again later. It's always with issues like these. And no one's even talking about it. No one is. No one is. So, I'm basically on the dark about it. So, yeah. But, I'm going to wrap it up for this podcast. I will do a next one on, next Saturday. That's going to be the schedule. I will be streaming, podcasts like this on my YouTube channel. More longer, more extended, every Saturday. So, and if there will be, if there's not a podcast, then I'll reschedule with, to the next Saturday. And then I'll explain why didn't I do a podcast. Then we'll do like a, if I want to, then, do a finale on it. If I feel like, I got enough to talk about. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, my name is Silver Does Gaming, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.